that's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the London Black Knights and the Tennessee Titans. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Nashville. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Jones has it. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Here's Tannehill. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 57 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. A give to Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. To throw is Tannehill. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number 1.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then, Charles, he threw one in through the air for good measure.
Yeah, you know you have to account for him in all situations. I mean, we know he can run the heck out of the football. You just noted what he did. But how about him being able to get out of the backfield, catch it, and get into the end zone as well?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner. They're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Rosa's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from drawing level. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
London about set to take over on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Green here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Lawrence on the right side, caught by Green. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Black Knights have moved out in front. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And Jones has it over the middle. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There can be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. On first down, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley-Cox. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And the reception made by Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Hooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it 1st on offense to start the 3rd. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it again with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 78 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pick up there. On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Derrick Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Green's got it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, Tannehill. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. A short throw, this is caught by Cox. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. To the air again, Tannehill. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, just like last play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. touchdown. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Etienne once more. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence will find Etienne out of the backfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Lawrence going to keep it again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.